The day is slowly falling away now. The light is softer. The sounds around you are a little more quiet. You are here, in this room, in this bed, and nothing else has to happen right now. All the hours before this moment have already passed. Whatever they held, you have already lived them. The busy parts, the heavy parts, the small, quiet moments that no one else saw. If some of that is still echoing inside you, that is all right. Thoughts might still be turning. The body might still feel a little charged or tired or restless. Nothing needs to change quickly. Nothing needs to be fixed. Notice that for now, you are safe enough to rest, safe enough to pause, safe enough to simply be here, as you are. Feel the air in the room touching your skin. Cooler in some places, warmer in others, gentle and constant. Notice the shape of the bed beneath you, how it rises up to meet your weight, how it holds you without asking anything at all. Your body does not have to hold itself up right now. The bed is doing that for you. The mattress, the pillows, the blankets, all of them quietly supporting you. If it feels okay, allow your attention to drift down through your body, noticing where it meets the bed. The back of your head and your shoulders, your arms and hands, your back, your hips, your legs, your feet. Each place where you feel that gentle pressure is a reminder. You do not have to stand. You do not have to move. You are allowed to be held. If any part of you is still bracing, still holding on, it is welcome here. You do not have to force it to soften. Just notice it with kindness. A quiet, inner nod that says, "Yes, I see you. The day may have asked a lot of you. Maybe your mind had to move fast. Maybe your heart had to hold many feelings. Maybe your body had to carry you through more than it wanted to. All of that can begin to set itself down now, like putting down a heavy bag, one small piece at a time. No rush, no pressure. Let the simple truth of this moment touch you. You are lying down. You are breathing. You are already doing enough. Notice a gentle breath moving in and a breath moving out. Nothing special, just the natural rhythm that has been with you all day. In your own way, you might feel the breath as a soft wave, coming in, sliding out, always returning. You do not need to breathe in any particular way. You do not need to count or control or measure. The body remembers how to breathe. You can simply feel it. As the breath moves, become aware again of the weight of your body, how heavy or light it feels against the bed. Maybe one side feels heavier than the other. Maybe everything feels a little more soft. Imagine the bed beneath you as very steady, solid and kind, and as if it is saying, "I've got you, you can rest now." Let your shoulders hear that message. If they want to, they can sink just a little deeper into the surface below. If they stay just as they are, that is fine too. The invitation is gentle, never forced. The muscles in your face may begin to loosen, the forehead smoothing a little, the space around your eyes softening, your jaw resting a bit more without effort. All of this can happen slowly. Tiny shifts, barely noticeable at first, like evening shadows lengthening as the sky grows darker. Thoughts may still drift through, memories from the day, plans for tomorrow, random little fragments that appear and fade. They do not have to disappear. They do not have to quiet down on command. You are not doing anything wrong if the mind is still active. Instead of pushing them away, you might imagine giving those thoughts a gentle, spacious room of their own. They can move around in there while you rest here. They can keep going without needing your full attention. While they wander, your body can continue sinking a little more deeply into the bed, supported by the softness beneath you, protected by the walls around you. wrapped in the quiet of this night. Notice any small sounds around you, maybe a faint noise from another room, a car passing in the distance, the low hum of something in the house. These sounds are part of the background now. They do not need answers or action. They can rise and fall like gentle ripples, while the center of you stays at ease. In this moment, nothing is being asked of you. No decisions, no replies, no tasks to remember. If a part of you feels like it still needs to stay on guard, you might let it know that, just for now, it can rest a little. Not forever, just for these few quiet moments, held by the night, held by the bed. Imagine any weight you are carrying slowly flowing down through you, moving out of the mind, down through the neck and shoulders, through the chest and back, through the hips and legs, and into the mattress, where it can spread out and dissolve. The bed can hold that weight for a while. You do not have to carry it alone. Not in this quiet, darkened room. Feel how the blankets or sheets gently touch your body, their texture, their warmth, the way they form a small, sheltered space around you. You are tucked into this space like being gently cupped in a soft hand. Nothing sharp, nothing demanding, only a slow, steady comfort. As you notice all of this, you may find that the edges of the day grow softer. Details blur a little. Urgency fades. What mattered so much a few hours ago might feel a little farther away now. You are arriving in the simple truth of nighttime, not needing to be anyone for a while, not needing to achieve or understand, just a human body, breathing in the dark. Every breath out can be a small release, a tiny, quiet letting go of thoughts, of tension, of the need to try so hard. You do not need to force yourself to relax. Rest is not something you have to earn. It is a natural state the body remembers how to find, especially when you step out of the way a little. So you can just be here, feeling the weight of your body, the softness around you, and the gentle rhythm of air moving in and out. If sleep comes soon, that is welcome. If it takes its time, that is welcome too. This is still rest. This is still healing. Even in the moments when you are simply lying awake, breathing. The night is patient with you. The bed is patient with you. You can be patient with yourself as well. Let this be enough right now. This softness, this stillness, this simple act of being here, exactly as you are. And as the minutes stretch out and the room grows quieter inside and out, allow yourself to drift a little deeper into this gentle space, carried by the steady support beneath you, carried by your own slow, ongoing breath, into a softer, quieter place within. The day has been what it has been, busy or quiet, smooth or a little tangled. Now you are here, in this softer part of the day. Give yourself a moment to notice this simple truth. Nothing from earlier can ask anything more of you right now. For these few minutes, you are off duty. Sense the space around you, the way the air feels against your skin, the way your body is supported. You are allowed to rest into that support. If it feels comfortable, let your eyes become heavy. Or simply soften your gaze as if you are looking far away. No need to focus on anything at all. Imagine the day behind you like a room with a light on. You have stepped outside that room now. The door is open just a crack. You can still sense it back there, but you are no longer inside. Now picture a soft, gentle curtain at that doorway. Very light, very quiet. You reach out and draw that curtain closed. The fabric falls softly into place. The light from the day becomes dim. Ideas and conversations and tasks move to a hush. They are on the other side now. You do not need to push them away, and they simply live on the far side of that curtain. If they want to wander for a while, they can. You do not have to follow. Notice how it feels to let that boundary exist. Day there, night here. You on this side, in a space that asks for nothing. Feel the gentle weight of your body where you are resting, the steady contact beneath you, the points where you are held up and supported. You do not have to hold yourself together. You are already being held. If any part of you is still rushing, still leaning forward into plans or worries, just notice that gentle pull. No criticism, no fixing, only awareness, soft and kind. Thoughts may still pass through, and that is completely natural. Each thought can drift by like a shape moving behind that curtain of the day. You do not need to open the curtain to check. Bring attention slowly toward your breathing, not trying to change it, just meeting it as it is, in this moment. Feel one breath coming in. Notice where it moves in your body. Perhaps your chest, your ribs, your belly. Then feel that same breath leaving all on its own. Another breath arrives, and then it goes, like a gentle tide. Nothing forced, nothing precise. Only this easy rise and fall. If your mind wanders off, that is okay. It means you are human. Whenever you notice, simply return to this quiet movement of air, in and out. Imagine you are in a dimly lit, peaceful space. Soft shadows, warm, gentle darkness, everything ready for rest. Here, you are not expected to be on. You are not required to be productive or cheerful or strong. You do not have to solve anything. You are allowed to simply exist. Feel how that lands in your body. The relief of not having to perform. Not for anyone, not even for yourself. If your jaw is holding tension, let it loosen a little. Let your tongue rest heavy in your mouth. Notice your shoulders and imagine them melting down just a bit away from your ears. The body knows how to soften when it feels safe. You are offering it a signal of safety now, through this slowness, through this kind attention. Picture the quiet space around you as a soft nest of evening. Nothing sharp, nothing bright, only gentle edges and muted sounds. Any noise that appears from outside this space can stay far away. It does not need to be a disturbance, just part of the distant background of night. You remain in your own small circle of calm. Sense the boundary of your body from head to toes, noticing without judging, top of the head, forehead, eyes, cheeks, mouth, neck, shoulders, arms resting where they are, hands easy and quiet, chest, ribs, belly, rising and falling with the breath, back supported by what is beneath you, hips, legs, feet, all here, all allowed to be exactly as they feel. You do not need to make your body relax. Relaxation comes when it is ready, like a visitor arriving at its own pace. Your only task is to keep the door gently open, patient, welcoming. If any place feels tight, just notice that area. Send it a soft inner glance, like a caring friend. You might quietly say inside, "I see you, you can rest now." Then let it be. Breath continues, in its own rhythm. Each exhale like a tiny release, letting the day sink further behind that curtain. The mind may still offer you thoughts, reminders, memories, little stories. You do not have to follow them. Imagine placing each one on a small, soft cloud. Watch it float back, beyond the curtain, into the distance of the day that has already passed. Nothing you think about right now needs to be fixed tonight. Nothing needs to be improved in this moment. It is enough to be here, breathing. Feel your body as a quiet home for your awareness, not a problem to be solved, just a place to gently inhabit. From the inside, notice the stillness gathering under the surface, like a calm pool settling after a tiny ripple. The water does not try to be still, it simply rests when movement fades. With every easy breath, let yourself sink one layer deeper into this quiet. The outer world softens. The inner space grows more spacious, more forgiving, more at ease. If you wish, imagine curling up inside this feeling of safety, like wrapping yourself in a soft blanket of night. Nothing pressing in, nothing urgent, just this quiet. This steady, gentle rhythm of your own breathing. This soft awareness of being here now. You have arrived in this moment. Nothing more is required. Nothing more is asked of you. Allow yourself to rest inside that knowing, breath by breath, thought by thought, gently settling into the deep, quiet space that is waiting for you. Notice how the space around you is already quieting, the edges of the day softening. Nothing you need to do. Now is only for resting, only for being here. Feel the safe weight of your body resting where you are, held by the mattress, held by the pillows, supported from underneath so you do not have to hold yourself up at all. Sense how the surface beneath you gently rises to meet you. It fits around the shape of your body. It carries you without asking for anything back. You are allowed to sink into that support. Let your attention drift toward the simple feeling of being here. The gentle pressure where your back meets the bed. The soft contact at the back of the head. The quiet presence of your shoulders, your hips, your legs, all resting. Notice the weight of your body, not as something heavy to carry, more like a stone resting at the bottom of a calm pond. Nothing to lift, nowhere to go, just the natural pull downward, steady and peaceful. If the mind wants to wander, that is all right. It can drift and return and drift again. Whenever you like, you can simply feel the body resting. That is more than enough. Feel the warmth that surrounds you, the gentle touch of blankets over your skin. Soft layers wrapping around you like a quiet embrace. They do not rush you. They simply rest there, keeping you company. Notice where the blankets feel warmest. Maybe along the legs, across the belly, around the feet, or curled near the hands. Warmth spreading slowly like a calm glow. Now sense the air touching the parts of you that are uncovered. Maybe the cheeks, the tip of the nose, the forehead, perhaps the hands or a bit of the neck. The air may feel a little cooler than the blankets, cool and gentle against warm skin. A soft, quiet contrast, like a peaceful meeting of warmth and coolness, both welcome, both kind. Feel how the face is held by the air. Nothing pressing, nothing tight, just light, open space around your features, the tiny movements of each breath brushing past. Let awareness soften through the face. The forehead can smooth, even if only a little. The muscles around the eyes can grow softer. The jaw does not have to work now. It can hang loose and easy, or rest however is most comfortable. If there is tension anywhere, it does not need to be pushed away. You might simply notice it and let it be held by the bed, by the blankets, by the quiet. Even tension can rest. Even tight places can be cradled. Gently feel the back of the head, resting in its own little hollow. Nothing to support, nothing to hold up. The bed is doing all of that for you. From the head, let awareness drift down to the back of the neck, feeling its length, its curve, any spots that feel warm or neutral or a little tight. All of it is allowed. Sense your shoulders lying there. They may be closer to the mattress or lifted just a bit. However they are placed, they are being held. They do not have to carry the day anymore. The day can slide off and settle somewhere far away. Notice the gentle weight of your arms, from the tops of the shoulders, down through the upper arms, past the elbows, into the forearms, the wrists, the hands. Wherever your hands are resting, let them be easy. Maybe the palms feel the softness of fabric. Maybe the fingers curl slightly on their own, each hand knowing how to relax without needing instruction. You might sense a faint hum of warmth in the hands, a quiet buzzing, or maybe they feel cool and still. Whatever is there is perfectly fine. You are only noticing, not trying to change anything. Now let your attention settle on the chest, the gentle rising, the gentle falling, the almost unnoticeable movement with each breath. Feel the chest being supported too. Even as it moves, the rest of the body stays carried by the bed. The heart resting inside, doing its quiet work. You do not need to manage it, it knows what to do. Allow awareness to widen into the belly, the soft, natural movement as you breathe. The way the blankets might lift just a little, then sink back down. A slow ocean tide inside you. The belly is allowed to be soft here. No need to hold it in. No need to make it look any certain way. Soft is welcome. Loose is welcome. Whatever is here is welcome. Feel the gentle weight of the pelvis, the hips, the broad, steady contact with the mattress. This part of you is like a base resting on the earth. Nothing to balance, simply supported. Let the awareness move down along the thighs, heavy, quiet muscles sinking into the softness beneath them. The warmth gathered there under the blankets, the strong bones doing nothing now but resting. Drift further down to the knees. They may feel surrounded by warmth or by gentle coolness. You might notice the simple fact that they are bent or straight. No need for detail, just knowing they are there, at rest. The lower legs stretch away from you, calves, shins, ankles, each part held in place by gravity and by the bed. You do not have to keep them still on purpose. Stillness is happening on its own. Now sense the feet, often so busy during the day, now lying quietly side by side, or however they have landed. Feel the heels pressing down, the arches, the balls of the feet, the toes. There may be a slight warmth in the feet tucked in, or a gentle coolness touching the air. Some toes might feel lighter than others. All of it is okay. Everything is already enough. Imagine, if you like, that the mattress beneath you is part of something larger, as if the bed rests on the solid earth, and the earth is holding everything. Your body, your weight, your thoughts, your breath, all quietly supported from below. From head to toe, sense the full shape of your body resting. The back, the front, the sides, the places that touch the bed, the places that meet the air. Every part included in this gentle stillness. If the mind drifts away, that is completely natural. It can wander into its own soft pathways. Whenever it returns, it can simply touch this feeling again. Body resting, weight supported, nothing to fix. You are being cradled here by the bed, by the blankets, by the quiet of the room, by the steady pull of the earth holding you close. Let that sense of being held spread through you, through the muscles, through the bones, through the breath, through the quiet spaces in between each thought. Every part of you has permission to rest now. Even the parts that still feel awake, even the parts that still think and plan. They are allowed to slowly grow heavier, slower, softer. Feel how safe it is to let go just a little more, to sink a little deeper into the mattress, to trust the support underneath you, to allow the body to be just as it is. Nothing is required. Nothing is missing. In this gentle stillness, you are already held, already grounded, already resting, and you can continue to drift here, body softening, breath easy, quietly supported by the bed and by the earth, and by the deep, soothing calm of this night. Notice how the air is moving right now. No need to change anything, simply noticing. Softly aware of the quiet movement in and out. Perhaps the breath feels a little shallow or a little tight. Perhaps it's easy and open. However it is, that is completely all right. All of it can be here just as it is. Allow attention to rest gently on the breath, as if you are sitting by a calm shoreline at night. The body is the shore. The breath is a gentle wave washing in and out. Feel the next inhale arrive on its own. It comes like a small, soft wave rolling toward the sand. Not rushing, not forced, just arriving, because that is what waves and breaths do. And then feel the exhale, the waves sliding back quietly, easily, leaving the shore smooth and relaxed for a moment. Nothing to hold, nothing to manage. Let the breath keep moving in this way, a quiet tide entering and returning, in and out, arriving and softening. You do not have to breathe in any special way. The body already knows what to do. You are simply watching with kindness, curious, relaxed, unhurried. Notice where you feel the breath most clearly. Maybe at the tip of the nose, cool as it enters, slightly warmer as it leaves. Maybe at the chest, rising and falling. Maybe in the belly, softly expanding and easing back. Wherever it feels clearest, let attention settle there, like resting your head on a soft pillow. Nothing sharp, nothing demanding, only gentle, rhythmic motion. As the breath comes in, sense a quiet lifting, like the surface of a calm sea under a soft moon, rising just a little, smooth and round, then easing back down as you breathe out. Feel that rise, feel that fall, up and down, in and out. With each exhale, invite a tiny bit more softness. The body knows how to follow that cue. Muscles release, even just a bit. The jaw, the shoulders, the belly, all allowed to loosen. Notice how the exhale feels a touch heavier, as if it is carrying away the day. Washing it out over the sand, back into the dark, quiet sea. Nothing dramatic, only a gentle clearing. Breathing in, there is the sense of being quietly filled, wide enough for the next wave. Breathing out, there is the sense of being quietly emptied. Spacious, peaceful, unburdened. If any thoughts come and go, that is perfectly okay. Thoughts can be like small clouds passing over the ocean. The sea does not chase them. The breath does not stop for them. Each time you notice the mind wandering, just return to the tide of breathing. The next wave is already on its way. You only meet it where you are, welcomed back again and again without effort. Feel how the breath has its own rhythm. You are not pushing it, not pulling it. It moves the way a tide moves along the shore. Steady, gentle, unhurried. Now, ever so softly, begin to notice the length of the exhale, not measuring, not counting, just sensing that moment when the breath leaves the body, when the wave glides back and everything is briefly very still. Allow that exhale to become a little smoother, as if you are sighing in slow motion without any sound. A long, gentle release, a comfortable letting go. Inhaling, you might imagine the body being cradled by this breath, held the way a boat is held by calm water, floating, supported from all sides. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Exhaling, feel how you settle a little more into the surface beneath you, as if the body is a shoreline being softened by the tide, edges rounding, tensions melting, sand growing smoother with every wave. Let the pace of the breath find what feels easiest. Slowly, naturally, it may begin to lengthen on its own. The spaces between breaths may open up, more quiet, more stillness, gently spreading. With each inhale, notice a softening around the heart. Not a big change, just a slight easing. Warmth arriving with the air, soft, kind, and quiet. With each exhale, imagine that warmth spreading gently outward, down through the ribs, through the belly, along the arms and legs, all the way to the fingertips and toes. The breath becomes a kind presence, always arriving, always returning, faithful, steady like a friend sitting beside you in silence. No pressure, just company. Feel how the chest rises in this friend's gentle rhythm, lifting like the ocean under a calm night sky, then falling like water settling back into itself. Again and again, a soothing sway. If you like, imagine the whole body as that calm sea, the surface moving very slowly with each breath. Deep underneath, everything is quiet and still. Safe, held at rest. Each inhale, the wave comes in, kissing the shore of the body. Each exhale, it flows back, leaving everything softer, smoothing over every footprint of the day, erasing the noise, the rush, the tension. Notice how the mind begins to move at the breath's pace. Slower now, more spacious, content to drift. Thoughts may still appear, but they feel further away, like distant boats moving across a far horizon. The focus stays close to the gentle tide of air, the simple, soothing rhythm that rocks you. Inhaling, feel a sense of being quietly gathered, drawn into this one peaceful moment. Exhaling, feel a sense of spreading out and resting. Everything loosening, opening into rest. Allow yourself to be carried by this rhythm, as if you are being rocked very slowly in a soft, invisible hammock of breath, back and forth, up and down, safe in this small, steady motion. If the breath changes, if it becomes softer or slower, let it. If it stays just as it is, let that be enough. The body is wise in its timing. Your only task is to notice kindly. Feel the quiet weight of the exhale, the way it draws you inward towards stillness, a gentle sinking into comfort. Deeper and then deeper still. The inhale meets you where you are. The exhale guides you further down into ease, wave after wave, breath after breath. For these next few moments, simply rest with this ebb and flow, rising and falling, filling and emptying, soft wave and soft return. Each breath is an invitation to loosen, to release, to drift. Each breath is a reminder that you are already being carried, rocked by this quiet inner tide, held by the calm within your own chest. Allow the rhythm to grow even more spacious now. Long, smooth exhales, gentle, easy inhales. Nothing to fix, nothing to follow, only this soft, natural sway. And as the breath continues all on its own, let yourself rest inside that motion. Quietly rocked by each inhale and each exhale, settling, softening, sinking into peaceful stillness. The day is done now. The light is softer. The energy that carried you through the hours has started to quiet, like a room after everyone has gone home. Notice how this moment feels different from the busyness of earlier. The pace is slower. The sounds around you are more gentle or more distant. Even if the mind is still active, the world itself is inviting you to soften. Allow your awareness to come a little closer to your body. Feel the weight of your head resting where it is supported. Feel the pull of gravity holding you, steady and safe. Nothing is being asked of you right now. There is nowhere you need to go and nothing you need to do. The day may still be echoing in your thoughts. Small scenes, passing conversations, a look on someone's face, moments that went well, moments that were confusing or tiring or heavy. All of it is welcome here, just as it is, without needing to be fixed. Notice gently what is still being held inside. Maybe there is a worry that keeps circling back. Maybe there is something unfinished, waiting for an answer. Maybe it is only a vague sense of tension, like a knot that has not yet been untied. Whatever you find, meet it with kindness. Imagine now that beside you, within easy reach, there is a soft, open basket. It is light and warm and safe. Nothing sharp lives there, nothing harsh. It is made for holding things with care. In your own time, begin to gather the first small piece of your day. You do not need to choose the perfect one. Simply notice what comes to mind. A task you did not complete, a message you did not answer, a moment you keep replaying. See that thought or that feeling as something you can gently cup in your hands. You are not forcing it away. You are not judging it. You are simply saying, with tenderness, you do not have to stay on my heart all night. Now, in your imagination, place that piece of the day into the basket. Watch how easily it settles there. It does not resist. It does not cling. It simply rests, held in softness. Notice how your body responds as that first piece is set down. Maybe the breath moves a little more freely. Maybe the jaw softens. Maybe the shoulders fall a tiny bit closer to the bed or the chair. Any change, even the smallest, is enough. Another thought may rise now, as if it has been waiting for its turn. A mistake you think you made, words you wish you had said differently, an expectation you feel you did not meet. Let it come into focus, only as much as feels gentle. Hold it in your inner hands with compassion. See how human it is, how understandable. Nothing about it makes you unworthy of rest. Nothing about it must be solved in this quiet, nighttime space. Offer it to the basket just as it is. No editing, no explaining, no defending. Let it float from you and land softly in that safe container. With each piece you release, the basket becomes a little fuller. Yet it never feels heavy. It has endless room. Everything you give to it is held with patience and care and time. Now bring your attention to the scenes of the day like tiny pictures. Walking through a doorway, sitting at a table, looking at a screen, hearing a voice. Feel how quickly these scenes appear in the mind and how quickly they can fade. Imagine each small scene as a thin mist in the air before you. You can see the shapes, the outlines, the colors of memory. But as you watch, the edges begin to soften. The details grow less sharp, less demanding. With each easy breath, the mist grows lighter. It starts to thin, to drift, to dissolve into the gentle darkness of night. Nothing is being erased. Nothing is being denied. It is simply loosening its grip on your attention. Allow the next scene to appear. Perhaps a busy moment, perhaps a quiet one. Stay with it only briefly, as if you are standing at a window, watching it pass. Then, as you breathe out, let it dissolve like breath on glass, fading, fading, until it is only a memory of a memory. Each time another moment rises, offer it the same kindness. See it, acknowledge it. Then let it thin out like fog under a gentle sun that is slowly setting. No rush, no pushing away, only a soft, steady releasing. Notice how the space inside your mind begins to feel different. Less crowded, less tangled. Like a room where the lights have been dimmed and the noise has been turned down low. Thoughts may still move, but they move more slowly, with less weight. Bring your attention now to anything that still feels tight. Perhaps a concern about tomorrow, a decision you have not yet made, a question with no clear answer. These can be the hardest to set down. Remind yourself gently that it is safe to leave them here for the night. They do not disappear. They simply do not need to press on your heart while you rest. You are allowed to put them in the basket, even if they are unfinished, even if part of you wants to keep holding on. See yourself placing that worry, that decision, that unanswered question into the soft, open basket. Notice any part of you that hesitates. Offer that part reassurance. Whisper inwardly, "You are not alone with this." You do not have to carry it every moment. The basket begins to rise now, so light it can float. Slowly, gently, it lifts just a little above you. You can still sense everything you have placed inside. But there is more space between you and those pieces of your day. Watch as the basket drifts a bit farther away, to a safe and quiet distance. Not gone, only resting elsewhere for a while. Like clouds moving across the sky until they are small and pale, barely touching the horizon. All that you placed inside is held, cared for, tended to by the silence of the night. Feel how it is in this moment to be here without all that weight. Notice the simple rhythm of your breathing, the gentle rise and fall, the warmth where your body meets the surface beneath you, the steady support that has been here all along. Nothing has to be solved right now. Nothing has to be perfect. It is all right that the day was messy in places. It is all right that some things are still unknown. You are allowed to rest with everything unfinished. If a new thought tugs at your attention, you do not need to chase it. You can simply nod to it, like greeting someone kindly from afar. If it wants to stay, you can place it in the distant basket. If it wants to fade, you can let it drift away on its own. The mind is learning gently that it can loosen its hold, that it is safe to soften, safe to trust the quiet, safe to be empty-handed for a while. Now feel the softness of this moment wrapping around you like a light blanket. The night is wide enough to hold everything you have set aside, strong enough to keep it safe, tender enough to watch over it while you sleep. You do not have to remember every detail of today. You do not have to prepare every detail of tomorrow. For now, it is enough to be here, breathing, resting, held. Let your awareness grow quieter, like a candle flame becoming still in a room without wind. Thoughts may pass, but they pass through a softer sky. Nothing urgent, nothing that cannot wait. What remains is this calm, this slow and steady ease, the simple comfort of knowing that for tonight, you are allowed to lay everything down and simply drift deeper into rest and deeper into silence. The room around you is quiet now, soft, still, nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to go. Feel the simple comfort of where you are, the way the mattress holds your weight, the way the blankets rest around you like a gentle cocoon. Here, in this small and quiet world, you are safe. Notice the points where your body meets the bed, the back of your head, your shoulders, your arms and hands, your hips, your legs and feet. Each place where your body is supported, each place where you are quietly held. Allow a slow breath to move in and out. Nothing forced, just a calm, easy rhythm. With every exhale, feel a little more of your weight sinking down into the softness beneath you. Imagine your body resting like a strong, gentle tree. Not a tree in the wind, not a tree in a storm. Just a peaceful tree on a calm, quiet night. The trunk is your spine, resting easy, at home in this moment. From the back of your body, from your hips, your legs, your feet, sense gentle roots starting to grow. They are not tense or tight, they are soft, warm, and unhurried. They reach down into the mattress, through the bed, through the floor below. These roots are an extension of your comfort. They spread out slowly, easily in every direction. Downward and outward, reaching deeper and deeper into the steady earth. Nothing to push, nothing to achieve, just a natural, gentle reaching into safety. Feel how solid the ground is beneath you, even if you cannot touch it. Always there, always holding. Your roots know how to find it. They curl into that steady base, wrapping around the deep, quiet strength that lives below. As your roots rest in the earth, notice how your body responds. The back softens a little. The muscles along your spine loosen. The hips become heavier. Your legs sink into the bed, as if they are being kindly cradled from below. Each breath out helps your roots settle a little more. They twine gently through the soil of the earth, through cool, dark layers that feel safe and calm and ancient, supported from below by something vast and steady. You are not holding yourself up alone. You are being held. From this deep foundation, imagine a quiet strength rising, up from the earth, up through the roots, soft and warm, like a gentle glow. It moves slowly, with no rush. That strength rises into your heels and the soles of your feet, into your ankles and calves, a tender feeling of support moving upward. The muscles feel less like they have to work. They can simply rest, anchored and safe. The warm support continues to rise into your knees and thighs. The weight of your legs is fully received by the bed and by the earth beneath it. All the holding, all the bracing can soften. You are allowed to let go here. You are allowed to be heavy and to be carried. The quiet strength reaches your hips and lower back, these places that often work for you all day. For now, they are free to melt into the mattress. The earth under you is wide and steady enough to take all your weight. Every ounce of you is welcome here. Let the feeling of safety drift into your belly, a soft, warm heaviness, like being wrapped in a familiar blanket. The muscles around your stomach and lower ribs relax little by little. You do not need to hold anything in. You can simply breathe. That gentle, rooted comfort flows up into your chest. Your heart rests, supported from below. Every breath rises like a small wave, then falls back into the sea of the earth. Safe to expand, safe to settle, safe to be exactly as you are. Notice your shoulders. If there is any tightness there, imagine it sliding down your arms, through your hands, and into the bed. The earth knows how to receive it. You do not need to manage or fix anything. Just allow it to flow downward, where the roots are waiting to carry it away. Your back is like the trunk of that peaceful tree, firm enough to exist, soft enough to rest, supported at every point by the gentle strength that comes up through your roots. You are not floating. You are not untethered. You are deeply, kindly anchored. Feel this anchoring at the base of your skull, at the back of your head. The weight of your head is cradled. The neck can let go. Thoughts may still drift by, but they do not have to pull you anywhere. They can be like leaves in the branches, moving while the roots remain steady and still. In this quiet space, the earth feels close, not far below your bed, but right here, meeting you, holding you, watching over you in a gentle, wordless way, as if an old, kind presence is saying, "Rest. I have you. It is safe to sleep." Notice how it feels to be this connected, to know in your body that there is something solid beneath you, something older and calmer than any worry. Any small tension that appears can simply drift down through the roots, out of the muscles, into the ground that knows how to absorb and transform it. If any part of you still feels alert or on guard, imagine that alertness softening like snow melting in warm sunlight. All of that melted energy flows downward, through the back, through the hips, down the legs, out through the feet, into the deep, friendly dark of the earth. The only effort now is no effort at all. Just breathing and just resting and just being held. Your roots remain quiet and strong far beneath the surface. They do not need your attention. They simply keep you connected, like a soft, invisible tether to safety. The more you rest, the more they weave themselves into comfort and steadiness. Above, your body is free to grow softer and softer, muscles unwinding, joints loose and easy, face smooth, jaw relaxed, eyes heavy and calm, completely supported from below. In this moment, it is completely okay to let go of the day, to let go of plans and questions and stories. The ground beneath you does not change. The earth is still here, holding all of you without asking for anything in return. Feel how natural it is to be carried like this, to belong here, to this bed, to this night, to this deep, stable planet beneath you. Breath by breath, your awareness can drift lower, down to the roots, down to the steady, comforting weight of your own body, down to the quiet truth that you are safe enough to sleep. Nothing to fix, nothing to watch over. The earth is watching over you now, cradling you in its slow, endless patience. Allow your mind to grow drowsy in this protective warmth. Thoughts grow softer at the edges. Breath moves in a slow, easy rhythm. Your roots remain holding you through the night. If you wish, you can let your awareness fade, resting in the feeling of being quietly, completely supported, deeply rooted in safety. As you drift into the softness of sleep, let the body rest just as it is now. Nothing to fix, nothing to achieve, simply lying here, held by the surface beneath you, breathing in your own natural rhythm. Notice the softness of this moment, the way the air meets your skin, the gentle weight of your body settling a little more with each breath. If any part of you still feels busy or alert, that is all right. Everything is welcome here, just as it is. Begin to sense the space around the center of your chest, the quiet area behind the breastbone, not forcing your attention there, just lightly turning toward it, the way you might turn toward a small, steady sound in a peaceful room. Imagine, in that tender space, a tiny point of warm, dim light. Not bright, not sharp, more like a candle in a sheltered lantern on a cool night. Protected, soft, gentle. This little light glows with a quiet warmth. It does not rush. It does not push. It simply rests there, soft and steady, in the middle of your chest. Notice how your breathing moves around it. As you breathe in, the chest rises, and the light is cradled in that movement. As you breathe out, the chest eases down, and the light settles with you, rising and falling, held by your breath. Sense that the glow is just the right size for you, not overwhelming, not too much. A calm, cozy warmth that feels kind from the inside. You might imagine it with a gentle golden tone or no color at all, just a feeling of warmth and ease. With each easy breath, this glow softens the space around your heart, as if it were quietly saying, "It is safe to rest here. It is safe to soften." Allow your shoulders to notice this warmth, as if the light in your chest is sending out a faint, soothing heat, reaching up and outward. The tops of the shoulders, the backs of the shoulders, the place where they meet the neck. All of these areas feeling the touch of this gentle inner glow. If there is any tightness or heaviness in the shoulders, the light does not try to erase it. It simply warms it, like a soft blanket laid over tired muscles. Nothing to force, just warm presence. Feel that warmth drifting down through the upper arms. Slowly, unhurried. The glow takes its time. From the shoulders into the arms, like warm water moving through a quiet stream. It reaches the elbows and then the forearms. Let your hands be heavy and relaxed, fingers loose, resting wherever they are. The glow travels all the way down into the palms and into each finger, right to the tips. A soft, dim light filling your arms with comfort from the inside. Notice how your arms now feel a little more supported, a little more distant from the concerns of the day, as if they are being gently held by this warmth, no effort required. Now return your awareness to the center of your chest. The light there is still steady, still calm. With each breath, it glows with a quiet, soothing rhythm. As you breathe in, it softens. As you breathe out, it melts a little deeper into your body. Allow this glow to spread across the chest and upper back. It moves behind the ribs, around the lungs, behind the heart, warming the front of the body and the back at the same time, like sitting close to a soft, steady fire, without any flame, only warmth. Let the warmth reach the sides of your ribs, each breath gently rocking the ribs outward and inward. The glow moves with that motion, easy and slow, coating every small space with softness. Now, very gently, feel the light begin to drift down into the center of your torso, from the chest to the upper belly, to the area just beneath the ribs. If there has been any tightness here, any holding, imagine the glow resting on it like a warm hand. The warmth does not ask the muscles to relax, it simply offers comfort. Often with comfort, the body lets go all on its own. If it does not, that is perfectly fine. The glow will stay, kind and patient. Let it move deeper into the belly, into all the soft organs there. The front of the belly, the sides, the low back behind it, all gently bathed in this quiet, dim light. You might notice the belly moving gently with your breath, rising a little as you inhale, falling as you exhale. The inner glow sways with that motion like a candle flame protected in a lantern, moving but never going out. Allow your hips to feel this warmth now. The bowl of the pelvis, the hip joints, the tops of the thighs. If the hips hold the weight of the day, the light meets that weight with softness, as if to say, you can put some of that down now. You do not have to carry it into sleep. Feel the glow slowly traveling down through the thighs, through the large, strong muscles at the front and back, through the sides, all the way toward the knees. The warmth glides unhurried, finding every place that could use a bit of extra ease. It reaches the knees, wrapping around them from inside, the front of the knees, the back of the knees, down into the calves and shins like a slow, gentle wave of heat on a cool evening. Let your ankles receive this warmth next. Small, busy joints that carry you all day, now they can simply rest, gently held in the glow that continues to move down. The warmth slides into the feet, into the arches, the heels, the tops of the feet, all the way into each toe. Imagine every tiny bone, every small muscle surrounded by this soft, dim light. Your legs may feel heavier now, heavier in a comfortable way, as if the earth beneath you is quietly drawing you down, saying, "Rest here, I'll hold you." From the crown of the head down to the tips of the toes, there is now a sense of gentle, spreading warmth. Not hot, not intense, just a calm inner coziness coming from that small light at the center of your chest. Sense how this inner glow has become a kind of refuge, a quiet place inside where you can lean back and rest. Even if the mind is still moving, the body knows this warmth. The breath knows how to move in and out of it. Notice how thoughts can drift by at the edges like distant clouds. They do not need to stop. They simply fade into the background while your attention rests with the soft light inside. Feel that you are being warmed from within, the way you might feel sitting by a gentle fire on a cool night. Safe, sheltered, unhurried. You are allowed to be this comfortable. You are allowed to be this at ease. Stay with this sense of inner glow for a few more breaths. Breathing in, the light softens. Breathing out, it spreads and settles through the body, over and over, like a quiet lullaby from within. If you like, imagine the glow becoming even more gentle now. Dimmer, softer, but still there, steady and kind. Soothing the muscles, calming the heart, quieting the space behind the eyes. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just resting in this tender inner warmth, held from the inside out. As the body grows heavier, the mind quieter, and the whole of you drifts toward deeper and deeper rest. Imagine yourself close to water now. Not noisy water, not crashing waves or rushing streams, just a wide, quiet place, a still lake at night, or a calm, gentle pool under the open sky. The air is soft here, cool enough to feel clean and clear, warm enough that your body feels safe and at ease. You stand at the edge for a moment, feeling how calm it all is. The surface of the water is almost completely smooth, like a soft, dark mirror, reflecting only the quiet of the night. Somewhere above, the sky is open and deep. Maybe you sense a few stars, maybe just a soft, dusky glow. Nothing sharp, nothing bright, only a kind, muted darkness that feels peaceful and protective. Now the water is inviting you a little closer. You ease yourself toward it in your mind. You notice how easy every small step feels. Nothing to hurry for, nothing to prepare, just a slow, unhurried approach to comfort. You move into the water in whatever way feels natural. Maybe you wade in slowly, feeling the gentle coolness sliding up your legs. The water meets your skin like smooth, soft hands, welcoming you, supporting you. As you go deeper, your body begins to feel lighter. The pull of the ground below you grows softer. The water starts to carry some of your weight, and your muscles sigh with quiet relief. Now you allow yourself to float. Your back settles onto the surface. Your body stretches out, long and easy. The water rises up to meet you. Nothing is forced. You are simply received. Feel how perfectly it holds you. The way the surface rises under every part of you, under your heels, your calves, your hips, your shoulders, the back of your head. You do not have to try to float. The water knows how to hold you. You are completely supported even when you do nothing at all. Notice how your muscles respond to that. Any small effort that remained in your body can soften. The shoulders that may have been slightly tense can drop a little deeper into the support beneath them. The jaw loosens, the forehead smooths, the belly relaxes. You might feel a sense of pleasant heaviness, a deep grounding weight that spreads through you. Heavy, and yet also somehow light, as if all of you is resting and yet almost ready to drift away. The water cradles you like a gentle hammock. You are rocked only by the tiniest motion, a slow, natural sway, barely there, just enough to remind you that you are floating. Somewhere around you, very softly, the water laps, a quiet, slow rhythm, like a lullaby sung in the language of the lake, a faint, gentle sound, touching the edges of your awareness and then fading away. The whole scene is unhurried. Time feels slower here, thoughts move more slowly too, like fallen leaves drifting on a calm surface. Nothing is urgent, nothing needs to be done. Your breath finds the same quiet rhythm, a slow, easy inhale, a relaxed, unforced exhale. Breathing in the cool, clean night, breathing out any leftover strain from the day. As your chest rises and falls, you notice how naturally it matches the soft rocking of the water. Up and down, in and out. Body and water moving together in one smooth, peaceful pattern. With every gentle breath, the sense of floating deepens. The edges of your body feel softer, less solid, less defined. You might notice how arms and legs feel almost weightless now, as if they are suspended in a quiet, warm cloud. Barely there, held without effort. The heaviness that once belonged to the day is sinking away through you, down into the calm depths below. The tiredness, the worries, the stray thoughts, they all grow heavier and drift downward, out of your hands, out of your shoulders, out of your mind. What remains at the surface is just you, floating, light and gently swaying. Feel how kind the water is. It does not ask you for anything. It needs no answers and no decisions, and it only holds you steady and quiet. Notice how safe it feels to be carried like this. You do not have to guide the way. There is nowhere to be taken to. You are simply here, resting exactly where you are. If a thought passes through, it can be like a small boat far away on this wide lake. You see it from a distance. You do not have to climb into it. You can let it drift past, silent and small, across the still, dark water. Your attention returns again and again to the feeling of support. The water under your back, the cool, soft air on your face, the slow, lulling rhythm of tiny ripples. Every part of you is invited to do less, to relax more deeply into being held. Even your thoughts can feel lighter, more spacious. They can spread out and thin like mist, until there is only quiet. Here in this gentle floating, your body is both heavy and weightless. Heavy enough to feel grounded, safe and real. Weightless enough to feel free, unburdened and calm. You may sense that you are melting slightly into the water. The border between skin and surface grows softer. The lake and your body meet in a smooth, seamless line. No edges and no tension. As you float, it is as if you become part of the stillness itself, part of the quiet night, part of the calm that stretches in every direction around you. The sky above, the water below, and you in between. All resting together, all breathing together, all at ease. Each breath carries you a little deeper into that ease. Each breath lets you loosen your hold just a bit more. Sinking into trust, into softness, into rest. You do not need to hold yourself up. You are already being held. If you notice any last places of tightness inside, You can imagine the water flowing around them, cool and gentle, softening them from the outside in, like smooth stones warmed by the day, slowly releasing their heat into the night. Little by little, those tight places unwind. They slide out into the dark water and dissolve, leaving behind only quiet comfort. Now you are just floating on quiet waters, rocked by a rhythm that is slower than thought, supported so completely that doing nothing feels perfect. The night wraps around you like a soft blanket. The water holds you like a calm, steady hand. Your breath moves in an easy, sleepy tide. Nothing to ask of yourself, nothing to fix, nothing to solve, only this gentle drifting, this peaceful, weightless rest. You can linger here as long as you wish, floating in calm, cradled by stillness, becoming quieter and quieter as the waters beneath you stay steady and soft, and your whole being settles into deep, gentle silence. Night has settled around you now, soft and quiet. The day has loosened its grip, and you are here, resting, with nothing you need to do and nowhere you need to go. Imagine the space above you, stretching out wide and gentle. A deep velvet sky, calm and still, resting overhead. It is like a soft blanket of night, spread from one horizon to the other, holding everything in a quiet embrace. Stars begin to appear in that wide darkness. Not sharp, not bright or busy, just gentle, steady points of light, like distant lanterns glowing far away. They hang there with no effort at all, simply being, simply shining. Feel how peaceful it is to lie beneath them. Your body is safe where it rests, supported and cradled. The ground or the bed beneath you feels steady, dependable, kind. Above, the sky opens slowly like a long, deep breath you did not know you were holding. Notice how the air of night feels different, cooler, slower, quieter. Sounds are softer now, more muffled, as if wrapped in layers of calm. Even thoughts begin to move more slowly, as if they are walking through gentle, deep sand. Let your awareness drift up, as if your mind is gazing softly into that night sky. You do not need to picture anything clearly, just a sense of wide, dark blue or deep soft black scattered with tiny calm lights. A sky without hurry, without demands. Each star can feel like a quiet friend, keeping watch from far above. They do not rush, and they do not ask anything of you. They are simply there, patient and serene, while you rest. Notice the feeling of being small under such a wide sky, not small in a lonely way, but small in a peaceful way, as if the weight of the world does not need to sit on your shoulders tonight, as if the sky itself is big enough to hold whatever you have been carrying. Imagine placing a small worry into that sky. See it as a tiny speck, barely visible against the vastness above. Something that once felt large now shrinks against the gentle, endless stretch of night. The stars remain steady, unconcerned, quietly glowing around it. You are lying here, safe and warm, while the universe is vast and calm above you. The contrast brings an easy kind of comfort. You do not have to manage the stars or guide the moon or hold up the sky. All of that is taken care of quietly without you. Feel how soothing that is. Nothing is demanded of you in this moment. You are allowed to simply be here, breathing, resting, wrapped in darkness like a soft cocoon. If you notice your breath, notice how it follows the rhythm of the night. Slow in, slow out, as if each inhale is a cool sip from the stars, and each exhale is a warm, quiet sigh into the darkness. With every breath, you soften a little more into where you lie. Picture the night sky leaning closer, as if it is tucking itself gently around you. Darkness gathers at the edges, not as something empty, but as something tender and protective. Like a thick curtain drawn around your resting place, blocking out the sharpness of the day. You are held in the middle of this, safe and unseen in the best possible way. If the moon is there in your mind, let it be soft and kind. A pale, calm glow, not too bright, not too strong. Its light falls gently across the land, across the tops of trees and roofs, across quiet roads and fields. That same light can rest on you too, like a cool hand on a warm forehead. Everything under this sky is slowing down. Trees stand still and silent. Streets are quieter. Even the thoughts in your mind begin to find their own slow pace, like clouds moving across the night, drifting without effort. If a thought arises that pulls at you, picture it as a tiny star, then see that star drifting to the edge of your sky. It becomes part of the background, small and far away. You remain here at the center, warm and grounded, while your thoughts become distant lights in the distance. Feel how the bed holds your weight. Notice the places where fabric touches skin, warm and steady. The gentle pull of gravity anchors you, while your inner world can roam freely through this vast, quiet sky. You are both rooted and open, both grounded and wide. In this soft darkness, you do not need sharp edges. You do not need clear lines or firm answers. Everything can blur a little at the edges, like stars seen through half-closed eyes, glowing, fading, glowing again. It is all right to let things become hazy and dreamlike. The night sky above you has watched over so many evenings, so many people, so many quiet moments. It has seen joy and worry, beginnings and endings, and still it remains calm. Under this sky, your own story can rest for a while. It does not need to be solved or fixed right now. You are allowed to sink into this time of not doing, just breathing, just feeling the soft weight of covers, the ease in your shoulders, the gentle heaviness in your arms and legs, all while that great velvety sky holds steady above. Notice how safe it feels to be so small within something so wide, like being gently held in the palm of something kind and ancient. You do not have to understand it. You can simply lean into the sense of being cared for, watched over, without any effort on your part. Imagine the night wrapping a little closer around you now. The darkness is warm where it touches your skin, cool where it brushes your thoughts. It smooths away the leftover static of the day, like a soft hand smoothing wrinkles from a sheet. Soon, there is only the quiet and the feeling of being completely wrapped and held. Stars glimmer softly somewhere above, far beyond your closed eyes. They are like quiet promises that the world keeps turning even while you rest. You do not need to stay awake to make sure. You can surrender that task to the steady, turning sky. Each breath, a slow tide moving in and out. Each exhale, a little more of you sinking down, dropping deeper into the support beneath you. Your body knows how to rest. Your mind can follow, like a small boat rocking gently on a calm, dark sea. If you notice spaces between thoughts now, let those spaces widen. Those soft, silent gaps are like clear patches of night between the stars. You can float there in that openness without needing to fill it with anything at all. Just resting in the quiet, in the holding, in the deep, still presence of the night. The sky above, wide and endless. You below, safe and small and cherished. Everything in its place. Nothing urgent, nothing missing, only this slow, gentle moment expanding and softening, like a deep, quiet sigh that goes on and on. Let yourself drift in that feeling, wrapped in darkness, watched over by distant, tender stars. Breath moving quietly, body growing heavier and softer, thoughts fading to a low, distant murmur, until all that is left is calm and warmth and the gentle hush of the night surrounding you. The body is already resting here. The breath is moving in its own slow way. The space around you feels a little softer now, a little quieter. Nothing needs to happen. Nothing needs to be done. Just this gentle breathing and the steady comfort of where you are lying. As the body settles, the mind may still offer thoughts. Small ideas, little memories, pieces of the day. They may appear like faint ripples on the surface of a calm lake. It is completely okay that they are here. There is no need to push them away, no need to argue with them or sort them out. They can be allowed just as they are while you keep resting. Notice how a thought appears all on its own. It comes, stays for a moment, and then, if nothing is done with it, it begins to fade. Almost like a sound moving further and further into the distance. Imagine each thought as a soft feather drifting down through a quiet evening sky. It floats gently, turning a little, catching the softness of the air. There is no rush, nothing urgent, only the slow, easy drifting. One by one, these feathers of thought move downward. They become lighter as they fall, less important, less sharp. See them settling on the ground in your inner world, a soft place, safe and still. As they land, they no longer ask for attention. They simply rest there, peaceful and quiet. Another thought may appear, maybe about tomorrow, maybe about something that already happened. This too is just a feather, arriving in the gentle air of your awareness. You do not need to grab it or follow where it wants to go. It can float loose and easy until it reaches the same quiet ground. Notice how gentle you can be with yourself as this happens. No criticism, no pressure, only a kind, understanding presence. A soft inner voice that says, "It is okay." You do not have to think about this now. Sometimes the mind may get a little louder for a moment. Maybe a worry speaks up. Maybe a plan tries to form. This is natural. Even a louder thought can become softer when it is not held tightly. Sense it from a little distance, like hearing an echo down a long hallway. At first it may sound clear, but as you rest where you are, the echo begins to fade. With each breath, that echo drifts further away. The words become less distinct, the edges blur, until it is only a vague murmur, then only a hint of sound, and then nothing at all. You do not need to chase after any thought. You do not need to finish any story the mind wants to tell. If a thought pulls, you can gently loosen your grip and let it slide out of focus. It knows how to fade on its own. Bring a soft awareness back to the feeling of the body resting, the quiet weight of you supported from beneath, the slow, soothing rhythm of the breath moving in and out. Thoughts may still wander by from time to time, and they may appear at the edges like distant shapes in a soft mist. You can let them stay there, far away, without needing to see them clearly. They can remain vague, unimportant, easy to ignore. Notice how the spaces between thoughts are opening up. Small pockets of stillness, like clear sky between gentle clouds. Rest in those spaces, even for a brief moment. Nothing to hold, nothing to fix, nothing to remember. If another thought comes, it is simply another feather. It floats down through the quiet evening inside you. You can watch it drift, turning slowly, and then settling with all the others on the soft ground of your mind. Over time, the ground becomes covered with these resting feathers. A thick, gentle layer of softness. All the thoughts that once felt busy and important are now lying still, side by side. Silent, harmless. Above this soft ground, the air grows quieter. The sky of the mind is wide and open. Any new thought that appears already knows it will soon join the others in rest. Nothing needs to be done about it. Notice how it feels when you do not follow the thoughts. There is a kind of quiet space here, a warm hush beneath the usual noise, a place where you're simply breathing and existing. If the mind wants to wander, let it wander as if half asleep. Thoughts can move more slowly, like they are moving through warm water. They lose their sharpness, their speed, their urgency. They become soft shapes that pass without effort. You are allowed to lose interest in them. You are allowed to let your attention grow drowsy and loose. If a thought fades halfway through, that is perfectly fine. It does not need to be finished. Here, it is safe for the inner voice to grow quieter. Safe for the conversations in the mind to pause. Words can trail off into silence, like sentences that melt into a long, restful sigh. Every gentle breath supports this hush. In, a little more softness. Out, a little more release. The inner space becoming calmer, kinder, more still. If any part of you is still trying to solve something, you can whisper inwardly, "Not now." This can wait. Feel how kind that is, how relieving it is to set everything down. Thoughts can rest, the mind can rest. Even if a bit of chatter remains, it no longer has to feel bright or loud. It can be like the hum of a faraway town at night, barely heard from where you are. You are distant from it, wrapped in your own calm, wrapped in your own soft, private quiet. The inner voice may now speak less often, and when it does, it speaks more gently, more slowly, with fewer words. Sometimes it doesn't speak at all. Sometimes there is only the tender, soundless feeling of peace. Allow yourself to sink into that feeling without needing to describe it. Just the sense of being held by the stillness within you. Thoughts far away, feathers resting, echoes faded, breath moving, body resting, mind growing softer, slower, quieter. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just this deepening hush inside, easy and warm, carrying you onward into your own quiet, healing silence. The body is already softening. The breath is already easy. Now everything can begin to grow even quieter, even slower. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, just this gentle sinking into rest. Notice how the weight of the body feels a little heavier than before. Not tense, not tight, just comfortably heavy, as if the surface beneath you is rising up to hold you, and you do not have to hold yourself anymore. Each breath out releases you a little deeper, like a small sigh inside the muscles, like a gentle loosening in the chest. As the air flows out, the whole body settles, folding itself into stillness. Imagine that beneath you there is a soft, endless cushion. No edges, no hard spots, only softness, stretching in every direction. You rest on this cushion and slowly you begin to sink into it. The sinking is effortless. You do not push, you do not try. You simply feel yourself being received, held, carried downward into deeper comfort. With every exhale, you drift a little further in. The cushion shapes itself around you. It cradles the back of the head. It supports the curve of the spine. It cups the shoulders, the hips, the legs, the feet. Every part of you is supported. Nothing is hanging on. Imagine that this soft cushion grows darker as you descend. Not a sharp or frightening darkness, a gentle, velvety dimness, like the sky at the quietest hour of night. The darker it becomes, the more peaceful you feel. The more peaceful you feel, the deeper you sink. Thoughts may still pass through. They may skim the surface like leaves drifting on water. You do not need to follow them. You can let them float away above you, at the upper layers of the mind. You are drifting down below them now. Down here, everything is slower. Breath moves in and out like a soft tide. Muscles rest. Joints rest. Even the tiny muscles around the eyes begin to smooth and release. If the mind wanders, it is welcome. If drowsiness comes, it is welcome. If sleep arrives, it is welcome. Nothing is wrong here. Nothing is missing. Whatever happens is gently allowed. Feel how the back of the body is heavier now, sinking with quiet trust. Imagine you are descending through layers of quiet. The first layer is simply calm. You float through calm, feeling the edges of the day soften and blur. Beneath calm, you pass into a deeper hush. Here, sounds grow distant, thoughts grow slow and thin. You feel as if you are wrapped in a warm blanket of quiet, protected, safe, and still you sink. Another layer of quiet meets you. This one feels like silence from long ago, ancient, steady, as if the earth itself is breathing slowly with you, as if you are resting in the same stillness that holds mountains and oceans. Notice how time seems to lose its shape here. Minutes, hours, tomorrow, yesterday, all of it softens. Only this gentle falling remains, only this soft, unhurried descent. You may like to imagine you are drifting down through a calm, clear ocean. The surface is far above now. The waves of the day are up there, moving and changing. You are far below in the quiet blue. Here in the depths, the water is warm and still. There is nothing to resist, no current to swim against. You simply float downward, lighter and lighter in the mind, heavier and heavier in the body. The deeper you go, the quieter it is, until sound feels like it cannot reach you, until thought feels like it does not need to say very much at all. Words grow softer, spaces between them grow wider. You rest inside those spaces. Breathing in, you receive calm. Breathing out, you release the last bits of the day, any leftover tension, any leftover effort, any leftover planning can drain away on the exhale, like faint colors dissolving into the dark. If anything tries to pull you back up, you do not have to fight it. You just let yourself be heavier, more relaxed, as if gravity is kindness, drawing you back into yourself, into your own quiet center. Here at the bottom of this calm ocean of silence, nothing disturbs you. Thoughts may appear far above like tiny ripples on the surface. They do not reach you. They do not need your attention. They move on their own, and the deep water around you stays very still. Feel how safe it is down here. How steady. Breath continues on its own, soft and slow. The heart moves gently like a quiet drum far in the distance. Everything inside is doing exactly what it needs to do, without needing you to manage it. Now the mind can rest. It does not have to solve anything. It does not have to remember or plan. Just for now, it can float in this dark, comforting stillness. Held by the deep, you are resting at the very bottom of your own peaceful ocean. Here, you are untouched by noise, untouched by hurry, untouched by anything that asks for energy or effort. You are simply being. If sleep wishes to come, it can rise up softly from beneath you. Not forced, not chased, just a gentle arrival, like a soft tide around your ankles, then your knees, then your waist, until you are surrounded by rest. If sleep does not come, that is also perfectly all right. You are still wrapped in the same quiet and you are still deeply at ease. Notice how natural it feels to do nothing, to simply lie here, sinking, to feel the quiet holding you. In this place, nothing is expected of you. You are allowed to be exactly as you are. The body is heavy and relaxed. The mind is quiet and slow. The breath is soft and steady. Awareness rests at the bottom, like a smooth stone on the ocean floor. Unmoved, peaceful. Stay here as long as you like. Let thoughts blur and drift. Let the edges of each breath soften. If you feel yourself drifting into sleep, you can let go completely, trusting the stillness to carry you. If you remain awake, you can simply lie here, resting in this deep, gentle silence, sinking a little further and a little further into perfect, quiet ease. The night is very quiet now, soft, unhurried. Breath is moving in and out, slow and steadier like a small, gentle tide. Nothing needs to happen. Nothing needs to change. Everything in this moment is already enough. Whether the mind feels clear or a little hazy, whether the body feels heavy or still settling, it is all perfectly okay. Rest is not something to get right. It is simply something that slowly unfolds in its own timing and in its own way. If thoughts are still passing through, that is all right. If there is a drifting, dreamlike feeling, that is all right too. If sleep has already begun to gather at the edges, like a soft mist over still water, you can allow that to be just as it is. No need to move toward it, no need to move away from it. Here, everything about this experience is welcome. Each breath is a quiet reminder that the body knows how to rest, the mind knows how to soften, the heart knows how to loosen its grip. And simply be. Nothing has to be fixed. Nothing has to be solved. You are already doing enough. Simply by being here, breathing, resting, if there is a part of you, wondering whether you are relaxed enough, calm enough, sleepy enough, you might let that part know that it is allowed to relax too. Even the part that keeps checking, keeps trying, can be held with kindness. It has done its best for a long time and now it can rest as well. Notice how the body is supported, how the surface beneath you carries your weight without effort, without strain. You do not have to hold yourself up. You can sink into that support little by little, breath by breath. If the jaw wants to soften a little more, that is fine. If the shoulders want to drop just a fraction deeper, that is fine too. Or if nothing at all wants to change, that is also perfectly fine. Rest is just as real when nothing moves. In this quiet space, there is no need to decide anything, no need to choose. Between sleep and wakefulness, between drifting and staying alert, whatever is happening can simply be happening. Whatever is unfolding can keep unfolding at its own gentle pace. If sleep begins to tug lightly at you, you can follow that pull. The way a leaf follows the current of a slow river. Not forcing, not steering, just allowing. And if sleep feels farther away right now, you are still wrapped in rest, still wrapped in this soft, quiet moment that asks nothing from you. Breath comes in, breath goes out. A small wave, and then another, and another between each breath. There is a hint of stillness, a small, silent space. You might notice that space and let it widen, just a little, like a pause where everything is at ease. In that pause, there is nothing to remember and nothing to plan, only this gentle now. If images or fragments of dream begin to move through the mind, they can pass like clouds across a night sky, soft, slow, without needing attention. And if the mind stays clear and simple, that too is welcome. You do not have to follow anything. You do not have to push anything away. You are allowed to rest exactly as you are in the state you are in, with the thoughts and feelings that are here. Imagine if it feels pleasant, a very warm, quiet presence, surrounding you like a soft blanket, not heavy, just gently holding. Held like this, you are safe to loosen your grip. On the day that has already passed, all that needed to be done has been done or set aside for another time. For now, only this softness matters. If the body feels heavy, that heaviness can be a comfort, a sign that it is surrendering to gravity and to rest. If the body feels light or floaty, that too can be a comfort, a sign that tension is loosening, unwinding on its own. You do not need to guide it. You do not need to monitor it. You can allow the body to find its own way into ease. With each slow breath out, the outer world grows a little more distant. The sounds around you fade into the background, blending into a single gentle hush. You are here, cradled by quiet. In this hush, you do not have to respond to anything. Not to thoughts, not to feelings, not to sounds. You are free to do nothing at all. If a part of you is still slightly awake, watching over things, it can know that for now, everything is all right. Everything can be watched over, without effort, without strain. That quiet watcher might soften at the edges, grow more spacious, more drowsy, more at peace. Sleep may come slowly to like the dimming of a light, one shade at a time, or it may arrive all at once like a curtain of softness, falling gently around you. However it comes is perfectly natural. However it comes is enough. Even simply lying here, breathing in this calm, resting in this gentle quiet is deeply nourishing. You are allowed to stay right here, between waking and sleep, for as long as you wish. No pressure, no goal, just being. The breath continues. The body continues to rest. The mind can drift or grow still like a lake at night. Under a soft, endless sky, nothing is required of you now. You are safe to drift, safe to linger in this softness, safe to let go a little more and a little more. Now the words can become fewer, more spacious, leaving room for your own quiet, your own rhythm, your own way of resting. Breathing in and breathing out. Held in warmth, surrounded by calm, you can simply continue to settle, to soften, to drift all the way into your own quiet silence.